Hilary Duff is coming out with a new song called Mature this week. And you know what I love about Hilary Duff? She is a quitter. A fatal flaw in the music industry as of late is, in my opinion, not knowing when or how to pack it in. Quitting, going on a hiatus, taking a break is often seen as a failure, an admittance that you have flopped. But there's no comeback without a silence. And I think Hilary Duff has given up under two circumstances where most artists choose to power through: the peak of her success and at the pit of her success. The very notion of an era requires a hiatus. Go away, make us miss you, and come back to warm open arms, if the music is good, of course. But ever since TikTok started dictating the charts and aggressively speeding up trend cycles, there's no off switch anymore. The current solution to having a mid or a flop era seems to be post through it. But the instinct to walk away is a powerful and underutilized skill, which is why there's so much anticipation and hype around Hilary Duff's next release. The first time Hilary quit was after her 2007 album Dignity, and you know what? This is a sleek electro-pop masterpiece. It matured her image in a very specific way, and it's a cousin to Blackout by Britney Spears if we're being so serious with ourselves. It didn't explode commercially, but it did pretty well, and it helped age up her career from teen idol to genuine pop star. There was definitely more gas in that tank, but then she just stopped. She realized that she didn't have any friends. She hadn't lived a full life, having worked a full-time job since she was a preteen. So after years of touring, she went away. She got married, she had babies. And when people talk about how Hilary is one of the good ones who just didn't fall prey to the evil life cycle of the music industry and befall the Disney child star fate, that's because Hilary bowed out when the going was good. She left us with a positive impression of her musical career. In theory, she was well poised then for her comeback 8 years later in 2015 with Breathe In, Breathe Out. But she was kind of cornered into quitting again, this time a little bit against her will. Why? Because it flopped. The era got off to a very rough start with her giant comeback single being the nothing burger of Chasing the Sun. I remember being so excited for this and incredibly disappointed. And this was followed by a couple of weird country folk pop songs. Honestly, nothing anyone has ever asked for from Hilary Duff, and after a few months of her performing these songs aimlessly on television, the label reoriented her comeback into another direction, something that was a little bit more familiar to her. A dance floor album, but she had already spoiled the momentum of her comeback. You see, you only get the wow moment of a comeback once or twice per cycle, and she lost it with the meandering pre-release singles. So when the actual lead single from her comeback album came out, Sparks, it was low-key Dead on Arrival, plus it came with a very weird Tinder Spawn Con music video. At the time, there were talks of a tour, further singles, and music videos, etc. Now, we can talk about that album being underrated, but we have to unilaterally say that it flopped. Once the record came out and nobody moved, Hilary saw the writing on the wall. She's smart, and she said, "I'm not going to drag this dead horse around and beat it up in public, multiplying my flop." Cough, Katy Perry. Lifetime's tour. Instead, I'm just going to check out again and check back in if and when I've got something good to share that I feel passionate about. She said multiple times as well since this album came out that she just wasn't really feeling